It's your man, Steve-O, the guru. Mama, onani yama na nana na drama yan drama na kana kujama na mama na mwana kuseni masana ni aiwe chani. Right about now, there's something hot happening in the city, in the country, known as My Zambian Dream. And I want you to hop on this. Basically, it's just a matter of entering and dialing *384*1#. When you dial that, you are in the game. It's only 10 kwacha. Guys, you can win yourself a car, you can win yourself a shopping voucher, you can win yourself a trip, a scholarship, a lot of prizes, kaunga, vonse and all that, even a phone. Forget about your landlord now. You can have a house on this one. You see? So guys, hop up on this. Make sure you dial *384*1#. Nilipa Mpundu.
Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
The government of Zambia approaches this court seeking the...
But his family says he wanted to be buried quietly in Johannesburg, near them. So the question is, who has the right to decide? And the South African court must decide this. The family or the state? We're asking this question because beneath it lies a bigger question. Who owns the dead? Who owns the dead? Now, let us start with law. South Africa, like Zambia, is built on Roman Dutch legal principles. And under that tradition, a corpse is a res extra commercium, meaning it is outside commerce. You cannot sell it, and you cannot contract over it because human remains are not property. That is why Advocate Tambeka, who represents the Lungu family, could say with confidence, you cannot contract over a corpse. So, if Zambia claims there was an agreement to hand over the body, then that's legally meaningless now. In fact, South African law goes even further. It sets out a clear hierarchy of who decides burials. First, the spouse, then the children, then the parents, and fourth, the siblings. See, the politicians and the state and government is not on this list. So in this case, Esther Lungu, as a widow, has a primary authority. And that matches what common sense tells us. Those closest to the deceased should make the most personal of decisions. And here's another key point. I am told there is no Zambian statute that forces presidential bureaus at Embassy Park. I'm told it is just a tradition, yes, but a gentleman's agreement, not a legal duty. So, as we know, tradition may guide families, but it cannot override their rights. So why is the Zambian government insisting? Don't they understand the limit of their power? I don't think they do. Their lawyers argue that state policy and public interest demand a state funeral. But let us be clear. Zambia is trying to project its law into South Africa. That is extraterritorial overreach. The principle of lex loci, the law of the place, says South African law governs what happens here, not Zambian law. And think about this. The government that stripped Lungu of its retirement benefits and pursued corruption charges against his wife and children is now claiming the right to honor him with a state funeral? No, man. That feels less about respect and more about political symbolism. And as Tembeka put it bluntly in court, you cannot reinstate benefits to a corpse. A corpse has no rights. You see, benefits serve the living and not the dead. So what we are seeing is less about dignity and more about control. Now, culture matters here too. I'm told that Zambian funeral traditions are family-driven, not state-driven. In villages, burials often take place on the same day, with family directing the rituals. Women prepare meals, men manage logistics, and the family leads the mourning with their distinctive cries of grief. I'm told the state funerals for presidents are a modern political practice. They are not, or they do not have the same deep cultural roots. They are urban, symbolic, and political. So if we respect cultural authenticity, then family wishes should outweigh the state's invented tradition of embassy park burials. The government could offer support, but it should not impose control. And let us also remember where this began. Edgar Lungu did not die on state duty. He died in South Africa while receiving private medical care. When he came here, he was not carrying any national status anymore. The Zambian government had already taken away his official benefits as a former president. That choice matters. It means his family had already taken charge of his treatment and arrangements. And common sense says, if a person dies abroad while under private care, the host country's laws and the family's wishes govern. The home government may request, but it cannot command or even sue. And there is a bigger irony. If Zambia insists that president must be buried at home, then Zambia should also insist that presidents only receive treatment at home. You cannot outsource the hospital bill and then reclaim the body by force of law. No, you cannot do that. South Africa's constitution protects the dignity, privacy, and family integrity of all persons within its borders, citizens or not. That includes the Lungu family. And here is a procedural flaw. Zambia did not even prove its burial law in the South African court. Under South African rules, foreign law must be proven as fact with expert testimony. Zambia failed to do this. That weakens their case even more. So, I think this case is political because it cannot be separated from politics. Lungu's widow and children say he wanted no state funeral under President Hichilema, who revoked his benefits and pursued corruption investigation against them. So the family sees the government's insistence not as honor, but as insult. And the people who should know best, his wife, his children, are telling us he wanted a private burial in Johannesburg. What does common sense say? Respect their wishes. Now the most important question of the day. Who owns the dead? The answer is no one. No one owns the dead. But families hold the right to decide. The law says the widow has the primary authority. Culture says the family leads burial. Common sense says those who were closest to the deceased should carry his memory with dignity. And jurisdiction says South African law prevails here, not Zambia's law. The Zambian government can request, it can offer support, it can even hold a memorial in Lusaka, but it cannot command the family. Our court should not allow them to do that. This case is bigger. It's bigger than Edgar Lungu. It is about protecting families everywhere, from the overreach of governments into the most personal and sacred of duties. Laying a loved one to rest.
Legend Properties Limited is excited to introduce exclusive prime plots for sale in Makeni. Perfectly located along Makeni Road, just 5 minutes after Makeni Police Station. Yes, you heard that right, 5 minutes away. Prices range from only 290,000 kwacha to 480,000 kwacha. With an initial deposit of just 100,000 kwacha and a payment plan of 8 flexible months. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to invest in a secure future. For more details, call or WhatsApp us on 0978 611 487 or 0766 793 714 or 0979 571 581. Legend Properties Limited. Show your family the way home.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.